Good morning, traders. My name is Justice, and welcome to the channel. This is Call to Trade, and we are in a new week. We are in London. We are looking forward to good results, right? So, I hope my stream is fine. I didn't do much changes to it, but I hope it's actually streaming okay. Let me see. Just have a look at it and see if it's actually fine, or am I just here, or is it lagging and stuff? If it's your first time being on the channel, welcome, and don't be shy. Subscribe, like. There's a lot to see on this channel, right? We live stream every day. Well, for now, right, there will be a time where where I won't be live streaming every day. Right at the moment, I am live streaming every day. I've got an objective, and my objective is to make sure that I share the journey of a trader live, right? Not me recording and then choosing what to add in and not, but I'm actually showing you the journey of a trader, right? So, um, just as an update, okay, I think I am audible. All is okay. Just as an update, there was okay, who is that there? Is that NASDAQ, or we'll talk more. NASDAQ, I'm seeing a potential short. I'm seeing a sell. I feel like it's already have happened where the entry has been given. So we wanted price to come and trade into this area here. And we have already. So I did take a trade earlier on. And I'd said to myself, okay, I'm probably going to trade again in New York. But why? Because I was communicating with Take Profit Trader. I still haven't received my funded account. And they did mention that, okay, it is going to get processed. I should wait. Right. So, yeah, you can take it. So, I'm just going to get in a
Order
short.
filled.
I'm getting a short here. Right. Hopefully. So we came into the order block. So we're looking forward just to drop a little bit lower. I was left with about 2 trades, that's what I can say, with this account. All right. So I am in this here. I'm just looking forward just to partially just grow to create room for me to be able to trade the next trade, just like that, right? Just gonna be taking small trades. Objective is to reach here, right? So let's see. Just if that works. If it doesn't, it's okay still. Literally, my objective is just to grow the account. So if it does trade lower, a little bit just lower, maybe to this area here, I'm gonna put my stop loss into break even. Then we'll see if it's gonna carry on running. Right. We could even retrace. This is the reason why I place it there. We could retrace. So we're just looking forward for prices to come into the order block. We got in. We were gonna get in here, but it didn't come in. So then, yeah, we came in there in the order block. We then got the engulfing candle here. We got the engulfing candle, which closed below. That's also our change in the state of delivery. But when we just pull back, that's where we tried getting in there. And then our price is currently dropping. So we're just trying to just grow a little bit. I've got an end of day drawdown from that time. So it's the one that's kind of like they're holding me, right? So I'm just trying to make sure I'm able to do something from this. So we've got there. I'm gonna put my stop loss break even. So we are selling. I should put a buy stop.
Order submitted.
Okay. So let's see if we are gonna carry on dropping lower, because this is an area I was expecting price to reject like it is right now. But let's see. Our stop loss is in break even right now. Come on, let's drop. Let's drop. Don't give too much strength with this guy. Yeah, violate him and let's drop a bit lower. If we drop lower, we can maybe even start trailing it. But yeah, for now, it's not bad. You can see the trade idea, right? Engulfed, we pulled back, we got in the price. So let's see. My stop loss is literally in break even. Yeah. So let's see. If we have a major pullback, that's fine. There's nothing we can really do about that. Right now, we are trying to take solid steps. That's all. It's the same approach we're going to use when we're trading the funded account, because we've got a trailing drawdown there now, an intraday trailing drawdown. Let's see if this is going to work. We are it's just a short-term trade. Hope the stream is working fine. Welcome to the channel if it's your first time. So we just want to drop a little bit lower. So we had price come into the gap, swept high into this order block here. Then our confirmation price came. Then we had our change in the state of delivery here. Then we retraced. That's why we got in. This is just spread doing this, but where I actually got in was a beautiful area, right? So that's the change in the state of delivery. We're expecting price to even trade a little bit lower, so as we can even eat until here. We'll be fine. We'll be happy with that. I don't like it when it's like this price action like this, but I mean, everything else was there, right? If I had my order block was there sharp. If I take my Fibonacci, my swing high being there, my swing low being here, we came into our OTE. That's okay. We came into our order block. That's fine. So yeah, we just follow the system. It's not about me, but it's about if the system is agreeing, right? and I really wanted to get in here before we had all of this here. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I put my stop loss into break even. I think it's like somewhere here also. So into break even. I'm just trying to take solid steps. In New York, we'll trade the funded account. That's what Take Profit Trader said, right? I was literally communicating with them the whole. Let me show you it here. If you do look here, it says it's pending. It's pending, right? And okay. All right. Think you are looking forward. Yeah. So that's what they said, right? I've been speaking with her since the AMs. Since the AMs, where they're mentioning that she did check and she saw okay, everything is fine. You see, I gotta just be patient. I gotta just wait a bit. It's going to be activated at 7 this time, yeah. So if you take this 7 and then search, you will see it's 1 o'clock, right? So we have to wait for that 1, and that will be New York. So yeah, that's the time I'll get my funded account. So anyway, still dropping. So I like the confirmation. I like we got in our order block there. Came and traded without changing the state of delivery. Price pulled back. We got in. We are now looking forward for price to literally trade a little bit lower, just a little bit lower. So let's see. We are just trying to take solid steps as we move, right? And then also they sent me my certificate, but my certificate was it wasn't good, right? They sent me my certificate. It was missing a few things. Yeah. Yes, I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. I want to frame it. I want to do a lot of things with it. It means a lot to me. I was actually making a video, but I couldn't finish the video because I'm actually updating you now, but I will still post the video, right? But if you look here, I got that there, and then, but it was missing these things here. So I then sent the message to them and we were talking back and forth. I was mentioning that hey, the certificate is not complete, it's missing a few things. And also over the weekend, they had a maintenance thing that took place. So I'm assuming that's what may have affected it. So yeah, so you see we are dropping. We still wanted to drop lower. Like I said, I'm not happy with the way it did things here, but it's okay. So we are dropping a little bit lower. We are trying to just raise a bit of funds so that we can be able to trade, right? And we have moved about 80% of our trade. I am going to choose to be happy with this. Yeah,
Order filled.
I'm choose to be happy with this. This puts me back above break even for where we left it before. So you can see, guys, how we took this trade. Like I said again, I'm not happy with how it presented. I would have just preferred a nice clean pullback, not what it did here, right? But again, my rules are the ones that have protected me, right? Following my rules, making sure I'm doing what is right. That is what's important, right? So I'm still expecting us to drop a little bit lower. If you check out take profit, place it right there, right? So that's already 80% of the move what we got in, and I'm like, I'm happy with it. I'm not going to do a lot, right? With it. So at least this account is trying to it's thriving, and I think it's practically showing me that I'm currently just a break even. I'm at a break even. My performance is break even. Make money, lose money, make money, lose money. But um, at the same time, meaning there's a lot of things you can choose to work. You can look at and see what do you want to work on, right? Um, yeah. But I've literally showed you this guy here, how to get involved. This make sure you've got an order block. Preferably we've got a nice clean pullback inside, and then so the order block we want to change in the state of delivery, then we get in, we drop, right? We literally can drop lower and lower and lower, but yeah, we just took this move, a nice clean 3 point some 3R. I think it was, for me I made 3R because it's risking 100, so it's about 262. I closed at 270 something, but yeah, close to that, right? So um yeah, that's what's, you see, dropping, oh, drop, carry on dropping. I just don't like the way he did it there. I'm highlighting that again. I'm not happy with that. I just followed my rules that I would have loved to be part of this to drop. Now coming back again, price can now come. I mean, price hits your take profit, then comes back. It's a tricky thing. It's really a tricky thing. But anyway, um, on live, it's a good winning trade. It's actually a very good winning trade. I've done. So now we drop even lower, like I had mentioned, we're expecting price to go to. So um, I want to see how USDT is doing, right? Let's see. This one here, let me just close it here. Just for performance sake, right? I'm just gonna close this here for performance sake. Yeah. Um, USDT we are shorting so far, but we just see. Yeah, yesterday I would have not get involved. Okay, let me clear up all of these things here. Okay, guys, let's do a recap. Let's do a recap. Let's do a recap. You're probably wondering, like, let's do the recap. And this is the recap. This is the recap. Remember our last trade that we traded on, was it Friday? Friday, London. That trade deserves a beating. So if you go back to the last stream before this one, the last one before this one here, you will see that, right? Remember, we were in a buy. We were in a buy. Here's the update. Let me give you the updates. We got in the buy here. First, it took us out. Then we waited again. We got in here. Price came back. We got in here. And then, do you see what happened? Price hit take profit. But we actually ended up going out somewhere around here because this trade, I had been holding it already for about 3 hours. So I was like, no. But then I went back and I looked at it again. I realized this was not an intraday trade. That's one thing I did not take note. It was a day trade. So it was a trade I was supposed to get in London, go out sometime in New York, or any from London all the way to New York. It was a day trade. So it was, yeah, it was interesting. That's what I'll say. It was interesting. That's our recap. It was a beautiful trade, a beautiful trade that we got in there. So um, that was the US30. But now, US30 guys, right now, what is this here? Okay. Let's just analyze. Let me not judge, right? Not just judge from looking at it. Let's analyze. So we are going to take this guy, we place it there. So that we can have a bit of a projection to see what to expect or anticipate for today. Right. And also look at the previous results.
Good morning, everyone. On that side, I also don't have anything that I'm struggling with. Pushing to get that CIR for that net done. Yeah, I did complete. So last week I did also update the CIR. So this week I'm gonna be focusing on EVM. Hopefully I finish it earlier and I can move on to the next one this week still. And yeah, so I've got a SIM swap ticket on its next. So I'm just gonna get that one closed before breaching, but yeah, I don't have anything that I need assistance with at the moment. My timesheet is up to date as well.
Note, remember I'm working from home. So You're of course going to hear my wife. She also works from home as well, and my daughter is back from her long journey. Uh, she had been to her grandmother's place, so she's back, but she's currently sleeping. But you're definitely going to hear her, right, by the time she wakes up. Next week I'll be working from the office. This week I'm looking forward to working this from home. But maybe I could even go during the week to the office. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to. It would depend on how the results of the take profit trader is, right? For, I mean, the funded account. Then I'll see if I'll go to the office or I'll be working from here. Yeah. So we can see that this is our previous daily high, which was Friday. We were quite trendy. We caught not the bulk of the move, but like again, there was a day trade, right? Not the bulk of the move, because the bulk of the move is this guy or that guy going down. Yeah, well, until they, yeah, I'm not going back up because we don't trade in afternoon session, right? So, um, yeah, we quite a decent move. That's what I was saying. Asia was trending. No, Asia was actually ranging, sorry. It did trend there, but this is a full range at the end. So what do we expect? If we did have an outcome like this from Asia, we could either have an expansion up or down, and then we either gonna have a retracement, right, or a retracement, um, that retracement expansion, or a retracement or a reversal. So a reversal like that, they carry on going up, or we have a reversal like that, they going down like that. Those are the outcomes that we have. Now our PDRAs. Oh, don't tell me my stream is not going. Okay, it is going, I think. Now our PDRAs, I just want to double check. Just give me a second, guys. Okay, I think the stream is okay. So now our PDRAs are the ones that are gonna tell us, right, what to expect if we are gonna take out the high or take out the low, or yeah. If you look below here, I don't see any. If this family gap was opened, I'll be happy to trade into it. So I'm just seeing an order block here. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. So that will be a big retracement for us to go down here so we can reverse. But again, what is our drawn liquidity? Do we have a drawn liquidity? Is our target to go take out this high? Yeah. If our target is to go take out that high there, then we know we could look forward maybe to accumulation, manipulation, then we can distribute further. But the question now comes, do we have economic events that could push us there? What kind of day are we expecting today, right? What kind of day are we expecting? So if we go look at our economic events, yes, I was watching Jade Cap stream. I am a big follower of Jade. I like the way he looks at things, right? His perspective, his mindset. If you go look at his writings, um, this may be even on YouTube or Twitter. Yeah, it's things that are mind opening, right? So, um, yes, Monday. If you look at Monday, what do we have today? We've got no economic event. So we should expect, if we get in a trade, we should expect it to take its time, right? We should expect it. If it doesn't take its time, that's a bonus. But if it takes its time, then it meets our expectations, right? So it's as simple and clean as that. Then tomorrow, we've got CPI. So tomorrow is an off day for us, guys. It's an off day for us. So we won't be streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow, I think I'll spend a lot of time trying to see how to. Yeah, it would make sense to say maybe let me stream in London because I missed London now with my pro firm, with the funded account, because now the funded account is only going to come in New York. I get it, but I've got rules, right? These rules are meant to protect me, not to deprive me, right? They're not meant to deprive me, they're meant to protect me. That is why when you've got rules, it's a barrier. When you're inside that barrier, you could think that you are being forced to not go out, right? We are being prevented or deprived from seeing things, but it's actually a protection, a barrier. So those are my rules. I don't care if it would work out well, it would do what I would like. There's nothing to do with me. I should come back the next day. So you will see me Wednesday after today in New York, right? That's when you will see me, and then Thursday you see me, Friday you see me. That'll be okay. So, um, so today, what should we expect? We can expect price to actually take its time to do whatever it may be that we want, right? So with gold, let's go to gold. Let's leave this here for now. I don't see nothing here, and I'm not really proactive right now to getting in a trade. Actually, just got in one now, so it doesn't mean I need to look for another one just to jump into it. This is the one we just got in, a beautiful trade there. Yeah, gold has been an interesting thing. I think this paper trading is probably one of the most successful paper tradings I've ever had on this channel here. Oh, guys, remember, I didn't do the disclaimer. Anything you see on this channel is not financial advice. It is all for educational purposes. It is for entertainment purposes. I'm not regulated by the FSCA or any other financial board in any other country or any other place, right? I am just here sharing the journey of a trader, showing you the reality of trading, right? As a trader, from one trader to another. So as you make your financial decisions, make sure that you have done proper research, right? And that is not from me. So now that's out of the way, I need to make sure that is done. So with gold, guys, gold, this here, this here, we can see we've got a big range. We had this move up here, but this move is also not impulsive. It's not a juicy move where we can look at it and say, okay, this is a move. See, this is a nice move. Look at this here. Then we're in the range. So at the end, it ends up becoming as if this whole big thing here can end up being a range, right, with gold. So the best thing we can do if we're in a range is to go out. That's the first thing we can do, is to go out of the range and then look at things from a higher perspective, right? Let's close this here. I used to be afraid. I used to hide these things, but I'm confident in these now, just leaving them there, right? Because I know that most of them are winning trades, right? So, okay, when you look at gold now, yeah, I'm seeing gold bearish. And this is why I'm saying we came into an order block right here, right? We are retracing. So if we have to take our Fibonacci, if we have to take our Fibonacci, hmm, we could retrace, but not a full retrace. This is reminding me of the trade we took on our last trade we took live. Okay, not the one I just took, but the other one. We could retrace. Okay, we want to see how it's going to come down, right? But I'm seeing a potential buy. We could retrace even to this inefficiency. This is a beautiful inefficiency to come to. So I'd expect maybe us even to come in here, and then we can drop. The difference now is that the one that we were looking at last time did not have a beautiful efficiency, like an efficiency that is uninterrupted, right? Hence, I am bearish with gold. I'll be as simple as that. I am bearish, and yeah, we should be looking for sells until we reach. Let me put an alert here first. Until we reach any area from this point going down, then we are going to see if we are going to come and trade a bit lower, or we are just testing the waters. We're just testing the waters, so gold doesn't look bad. You see, it looks better now when you're in a high time frame, because now you have closed away that whole move. So meaning whatever setup you might find, it's either you might find a long-term trade, it could even be a daily trade with the 4 hours, so you could end up holding a swing trade, right? End up holding a swing trade, or you end up getting, you can, if you now know your buys, that we are looking for sells, meaning when I go on the 15 minutes, I can start looking for sells. I'm looking for retracements. I'm looking for pullbacks, right? This was a very ugly pullback here, so that's that. But if we can have pullbacks that we can see price come back into good areas, good PDRAs, then we can get in. Not that we get in with hope, expecting price to go get all the way there. No, we are just getting in, taking what is ours and going out, taking what is ours and going out. So I've gave a very good bias for the day. Yeah, I think I've gave a good, very good bias for the day, bearish, until we reach this area of inefficiencies. Then we can start looking for bullish price action. Otherwise, at the moment, we are on the sidelines, right? We are like right on the sidelines. But I'm seeing us getting here potentially here. So let's just see. We'll see. We have to allow price to do its thing. But again, it could even get here tomorrow. Then what? But it's gold. It could get here today and probably finish it leaving. So yeah, let's just be on the sidelines. Now let's go on the 15 minutes. Then we can divide um, our day. Look at our day. 18 o'clock is here. So don't help us to even look at this yet now. But I think I've already tipped my bias for gold, what I was expecting. I wanted to take a sell from gold, but hey, it's not giving a good. I was seeing that we are gonna sell, but this pullback, nope, we're not happy with that. It's a very, yeah, weird pullback. You need to make sure, guys, whatever you're trading, you're not trading things that look like it. You're trading what it is, right? You're trading real stuff, not generic stuff. And how do you tell the difference? Is by spending time by spotting why did this trade work out and why did this not work out under the same system. Then you'll be able to pick up one or two things. Those one or two things can even improve, makes you maybe take less trades, right? But more quality trades. It's as clean and as operational as it is, as it can be that way, right? So good morning trades by Tebe. Welcome, welcome, my brother. Welcome. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. You were here last 3 streams, and yeah, we see you, my brother. We see you. Just an update. We just took a trade that took us just a little bit above, or took us out of break even 2, just a little bit above, but it's not enough, right? We're still trying to see if there's any other setups. New York, that's when I was trading the funded account. And this is because it's only going to be available in New York. I was communicating with Take Profit Trader, and they did mention that no worries, everything's in place. They did send the certificate as well, which is this guy here, and then they say they will communicate, they will fix these errors that they sent here. You can see this from Take Profit Trader. So yeah, they did say they will fix those things, so we'll just be waiting for that. But yeah, I would like to frame this. It means a lot to me that a certificate. I mean, we are literally striving, guys. We're all striving, trying to do better, all right? And acknowledging the small steps that we take is important, because if you don't, you feel like you haven't done anything. You feel like you haven't done anything because your eye is on money. But if you look at the craft that gets you to these levels and you appreciate and acknowledge them, then you'll be able to focus more on that craft and make sure you replicate that work. All right. And you, because you would have acknowledged it, that it is making a change or something like that. So we can see here, I was about to highlight the trend, but we can see it here. So Asia was trendy, guys. Asia was trendy. And we just broke this structure here. So Asia was trendy. Asia was trendy. We opened just like selling nicely there. Okay, cool. Now we retraced. So if we now we have to use IPTA here, IPTA, if we have to use IPTA, IPTA says that the algorithm, of course, that's at the range, right? We always start at the range. So we've got a range here, then we're having an expansion. So from the expansion, we can either have a retracement, right, or a reversal. It's as clean and as simple as that. I'm actually showing you how to trade price and not say, it's London or it's New York. No, I'm showing you why is it London and why is it New York, or what does it mean, right? So that's our range. Those are the two things you should expect, right? And if it keeps on going down, then by the time it chooses to retrace, that's what we should be having this year. So we can't really pinpoint what area is this year to see if that's the time to reverse or not. But that's what IPTA says, right? So we're either gonna retrace or reverse, right? And then after we do finish there, we could even start another program. The program could even be maybe a small thing where we can now choose to either expand up and then retrace, or go up, or we can go down. Right now, since we are bearish, we are expecting price to just drop, right? It'll be nice if we can get a nice bullish move here, a bullish move a bit up, and then we can start looking for potential moves to go down. So I just want to update my analysis right now as we are trading. No, my network is here. Is it gone by you? Okay. And how are you guys doing? How was your weekend? How was your weekend? Are you looking forward to the week? I'm just updating my analysis and then I will be able to spot, right? Okay. So I'm just trying to have a look here. Like, what is the objective? Like, what do we want to do, right? Um, if we even have any objectives, otherwise there's nothing. I was looking at gold right now. And now, no, we're still waiting. We'll wait. We'll wait if you see if we're gonna get it, if we're going to get a pullback or if we don't. Let's go. Let's just go in 5 minutes and I'll show you some of the stuff. Yeah, 5 minutes. It's good to go here once you already have a time frame bias, right? You already know what to expect. If you just go here, you'll be mad. If you go in the 1 minute, it's even worse, right? So it's important to know why you are going. Every time frame should have an important. Every time frame should have um, some sort of significance. In fact, I even feel like this series is becoming more like a mentorship because I am saying a lot of things I didn't think I would be saying, right? Just thought I'm here sharing my journey, but I'm actually explaining some of these trade ideas, So I don't know, maybe this would change to be a live mentorship on YouTube or something in the future. But I do see a lot of what do you call it? Uh, Jams which I keep on throwing, right? So yeah, if you look at here, we should have an objective in why we are doing what we are doing, right? If just taking out Asia's low and we could either retrace, like we saw that from the higher time frame already. At the moment, I don't see a retraceable area, so I'm just hoping it keeps on dropping lower so it can create more price action in order for us to retrace back, right? So right now I'll just be safe and keep it here. Let's go to the 15 NASDAQ. So we made a good choice, guys. We made a good choice. It's always good to make a good choice. See what I was saying? I don't like the price action there. I always prefer it to be just a clean retrace, not just this type of retracement here. But we did well. Let's just do a recap. Let's do a recap so you can see and put that there. See where we got in, where we went out. Beautiful entry, beautiful exit. It's about taking what's yours, right? We are not trying to um, take chances here, right? We are trying to make sure we're taking what's ours and yours. And I'm using this approach course. Again, I'm going to be having a trading drawdown. Imagine if I had a trade and maybe I'm holding 2,000 and then price pulls back like that there. Then guess what? Because it didn't hit my take profit. No, guys. Take what's on the table. If there's some on the table, take it. Make sure you're taking solid steps. You're taking solid steps. It's as clean and as clear as that. Take solid steps, right? If you have to retreat, retreat. Retreating is a win. It is a win. It's in fact a tactical win, knowing that I was going to lose. So you prevent that loss from taking place by taking a step back. That's a win. So if you're able to acknowledge that too, then you'll be able to grow, right, and do well. So yeah, there is literally just a short-term trade, but we're still waiting to see if there's a bit more. We did not analyze this guy here, so let's switch off this here. Or I did analyze it, but I did not analyze it with you. So let's do that there. Let's analyze it together. So if we go on the 4-hour, we can remove that feed there. Let's remove the structures there, remove drawings. Cool, 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 cool. 4-hour, guys, we just came from a serious pullback. Look at all of this structure, and then we just choose to. Came from a serious pullback. So what we can do now, what are we seeing? What is the draw on liquidity? Is as clear as daylight, right? We want to hit this high here. Is this our all-time high? Let's check. Let's check. Let's check. Let's see if that's our all-time high. It's gonna 1 monthly even. Yes, it's our all-time high. So we are targeting our all-time high. It looks like we opened, we rebalanced. Now we're looking back to go up and take out the high, our all-time high. So while we are at it, let's see S&P. If S&P is the same story, yeah, S&P also all-time high above there, 30, all-time high. Yeah, relative equal highs, which is all-time high currently. So um let's see, what do we have here? If we go now on the, where are we going? Yeah, we're in NASDAQ. It's carrying NASDAQ there. That's our drawn liquidity on the all-time high. But now if we look at what do we see here, we've got interesting price action here. We've got a gap here, we haven't went into it. We could either price can just give us short retracement and go up and not even go into this gap. So you should be open to that. And this is also on the high time frame, so it still has nothing to do with me. I can go on the lower time frame, which is maybe in 15 minutes, and get a setup still in there and get out, right? I don't need to like hold on. So okay, just give me a second. Just want to look at something here. Okay, let's go here. So far for the day, trade idea, we have won, and it's a winning trade, so we've got a perfect score. See, like tomorrow will be off day for me. I can spend time, update the stream, update, and I put a score streak where we can So like I'll look at all my wins I've had on stream, all my losses I've had on stream, put them there so that when you do come, you're able to just have a bit of an idea of what kind of trader um, I am, right? Or I've been, at least. So look at this here. If we take out this high, yes, we kind of like swap that high there. So we are caught up in something here. We've got this gap, fine, we could retrace, that's okay. We also have another gap inside this gap, so we could even react from there, so we can drop lower. We can. I'm not saying we should, but we can. So let's see. Take that there. Then we can start plotting our daily ranges, right? So we can see what can we expect, anticipate, right? Okay, we've got that there. Fine. So we can see, oh yeah, Friday was trending. Look where we opened, then look where we ended up going to close there. Friday was trending. So we open somewhere there. So this is the low. It's our previous daily low. Then our previous daily high right there. Right. So that's what we have there. Okay. So let's do this here. We can put now our projections, right? Let's look at how London, New York, Asia was, and then see what can we anticipate for London, and then what could we anticipate for New York. Okay, cool. What are we seeing here? Asia. Let's not double check if I'm correct there. Let's put this here to the T, guys. Gotta be precise. So we can see we had a pullback, came back up, took out the high here. Now we're here. I'll be honest with you, right now, I have no idea of what is happening. So I'd rather be um, on the sidelines, right? Just give me a second. Just update the analysis here. The setup I am waiting for to show. Once it does show, then, like I said, I only introduce things which a setups, right? I don't want to introduce anything that is still pending, whatever it is, right? So um, there is a setup I am watching on the sidelines here. Just give me a second. If it confirms, then I'll introduce it here and we can probably take it, right? Um, okay, right now, still waiting. I still don't see. Oh, okay, I think I am seeing a potential setup, but I'm still waiting for more confluences, right? Um, hmm, okay, oh, this does qualify. Okay, let me bring it to your attention so we can prepare for it, right? And remember, guys, nothing here is financial advice. We are all just learning here. So, who is it? It's not this guy. It is gold. Gold. I am expecting a sell. I'm expecting a sell inside this gap here. See, we've got a gap here. Just give me a second. I want to just double check something. Double check. Okay. Yeah. Just at the just here. So checking out a previous daily low, we have failed to give a full retracement. So let me go on the 3 minutes so I can show you something. Yeah. This is structure here. So if I take my bullish candle, where is it? Yeah. If I take my high here, take my low here, I'm expecting it to come right there. I mean 68 there. I was actually using the 2 minutes and the 4 minutes and also the 6 minutes. I use time frames which I can't show you here. I'm only using them on the subscribed trading view. And I'm expecting it to not go above that. So we can expect price to go a little bit lower. We can target at 3 hours there. But again, when we do come into that area, what are we expecting? A confirmation. We just don't get in, right? We need a confirmation. We need to make sure we've got a confirmation. It's as clean and as simple as that. So let's see. Aluko. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Aluko. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Let's see here. I'm just now waiting for confirmation. If I do get a confirmation, then we can get in, right? But at the moment, we are just on the sidelines. It's just going to be a small pull, just targeting maybe a little bit lower. But yeah, we'll take 80%, of course. We are not keeping anything on the table. That's if it works out and if it gives us a confirmation. Otherwise, we should just be on the sidelines, right? Okay. Anyway, let's put an alert so that when it does come, we do go. We are gonna be notified. Also have an alert here. Let's carry on with our trade idea or what our analysis, right? So let's go to, we're on the, what time frame are we on with gold? With the NASDAQ. Yeah, I don't remember what part we were, but yeah, I'd say we London is not, Asia is not really giving much. So we just want price to either break the high or the low of Asia, and then we can be able to tell what, or maybe what can we anticipate, right? Otherwise, at the moment right now, we are on the sidelines. We ate just a short-term trade, simple short-term trade. So gold, we did talk about it, potential move. You see, on the 15 minutes, we'll be going into the gap. That is the big guy. So we're going to a 15 minutes gap and we're looking. That's if we do. If we don't, it's okay. We can carry on selling, right? Where is this one? Let's see. US30. We already did analysis on that. We said we can either break. If we break, we either pull back. From a pullback, we go up, or we're going to reverse and go lower. So we're just waiting for the break. It's as clean and as simple as that. That is what we want to see with US30. Yeah, those are the top three. If there's any special requests, guys, speak. I don't mind. If you want me to analyze bread, I'll analyze bread, right? Or soybeans or whatever it is. Any special requests, I can analyze. I don't have limitations on analysis, right? I believe all of these things, the book using the same algorithm, uh, not just because it's a belief, but I've actually seen it for myself, right? I spend time on most of these major instruments. So you just have to spend more time and then you'll be able to see. Right? If you are used to your system setup, let's say, I always refer to the system, but I don't have a setup called system something, but looks like we are having a lesson time now. So let's say again, this is called system X. Okay, that's going to look wrong. Let's say the full system. Let's type the whole full system because we'll end up writing other words here, right? So let's do this here. So it's going to be system X, right? Or maybe we could just, yeah, system X. Let's say system X says I expect price, or I want to get involved when we get into a PD array of some sort, right? A PD array, PD. Forgive me, guys, if I spelled it wrong. Forgive me if I spelled this wrong. ICT, forgive me. Let's see if I did spell it wrong. Was it fine? I think it's okay. Okay. So let's say you've got a PD array there, and then that may be our PD array, right? A PD array may be an order block, fair value gap, um, yeah, breaker block, mitigation block, all of those things, right? Yeah, if that is our PD array, and then we look forward for price to something I want to say, but it's escaping me. PD array, and it should be in a premium or discount. In this case, let's say our bias is bearish. That's our bias, right? We are bearish. So, meaning whenever we trade into that PD array, so price is going to get into the PD array bullish, right? As we go up, let's say maybe this is a major retracement. It's a big retracement that we are having from price coming there, and then we are pulling back because we've got, oh yeah. So that PD array, first of all, if I take my Fibonacci, right, my Fib or Ghana box, or whatever it is that I use to, I should have two different points, and these points should be swing points, guys. Swing points, right there. Swing high and a swing low. Those are my swing points. This PD array should be located above the 50. It should be located above the 50, right? If it is located above the 50, then we are respecting PD array, right? Literally, it's a premium and discount array, right? So we are respecting that. We're not just expecting price to come below. Um, if I had a setup where I came between and I've taken before, yes, but it's because this guy is you'll be using the wrong point, the wrong swing point. That's all I'm gonna throw as a gem for you to measure that, right? If you see me taking a trade from the 23, 38, whatever it is, or below the 50, know that I am using a different swing point. It's not the same swing point that you are seeing that is obvious to the eyesight, right? So meaning you should go and look at that, right? I'm just trying as best as not to say a lot, but to direct you and say, hey, that is it, look at it, right? There's so many things you can work on. So cool, we've got high, we've got a low, we pull back above the 50, cool. Our system X says that after we've got all of those things, those are already confluences, right? We need to see these, that, and that. Cool. Gold looks like it's not gonna come give us an entry, so it's okay. Cool. System X says once price gets into my PD array, I want to see a market structure shift. And that market structure shift, I want to get involved when price now pulls back between this swing high and this swing low. Right. So it says price swing high and this swing low. And then we want maybe price again. PD array, right? We want it into the premium area there. Right. Cool. So after getting that confirmation or getting that market structure shift, that's your system X. I need to see price do that. And maybe preferably I want to see displacement. So I want to see displacement. I want to see an impulsive move going. I don't want to see price take its time and do play. No, I want to see go. Right, the system X. Once you do take this setup and you get, maybe your objective was to get involved here, stop loss, sorry, stop loss is there, take profit, you put it maybe above the market structure. Sometimes you can get swept, so maybe just there by the PDRA, and then maybe you would have expected maybe price to fully rebalance, right, and come all the way there to the low, right? And for me, that's why I've got 80% rule, right? And then you get this outcome here, where price now chooses to get in, you see your profits, price comes, and then it reverses and goes out. Then you'll be like, okay, I had a nice 5R, but I did not take it. That is the wrong way of thinking of it. How do you know when you should take price? How should you know when you should take price? It's rules and back testing that tells you when to take price. It's not because price went low at the 6R and went up. It doesn't do nothing. It doesn't help you. It does. In fact, it's unrealized. So you are working with things we cannot touch, we cannot see, we cannot show, right? So with those things, the best thing you can do is now collect a lot of data of that taking place. Let's say now the next outcome, I'll use a different color here. Let's say the next outcome, it just even goes from there, it goes, it should be blue, let's make you red. Yeah, it goes, and then it goes and takes you out. That's why. This is the next outcome. It then goes, comes maybe to 80%. It goes, let's make you a different color, green. Then maybe goes up, and then okay, we don't care what it does from there because you don't want to hold that pullback, and if it goes down, it doesn't go up. At the moment, we don't care about it. And then you have one that from there it goes, yeah, and maybe it goes further and takes out even the low and trade, probably being traded lower, 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 low. This one will make you maybe purple. Sharp. Take these results. Take those results. Take all of these results here. Once you take them, the secret is in there. When you start looking at why did you reverse here, the first one here, let me use something else. Let me use this. Why did you reverse this level here? You look left, you see what was price doing there. Why did you reverse at this point here? You look left, why did you reverse this area here? And why did we break? And see, okay, the one that reversed there with the one that broke, was that there? It wasn't there. Okay, meaning we didn't have some form of resistance, right? So you need to be able to have data. Guys, data is the most expensive thing. That's why TradingView, if you look at TradingView, when I started trading in 2021, I could go back on the 1 minute, I think more than a month. So I could go back last month on a 1 minute. 5 minutes I could even go maybe even 2 or 3 months. But as time goes on, it's becoming more expensive. Right now, if I want to go back on the 1 minute, I can only go back today, last week, probably to the minute. Otherwise, you can't. So data is the most expensive thing because that's where the secrets lie. And the secret that you have, that you don't have to discover, is to make sure that you collect data when your trade does not work out. And you don't necessarily need to be trading live or trading prop firm, even if you're just trading normally, just taking normal trades. You collect the data. You don't have to learn by losing. For me, I had a very hard head. I was taking losses, lessons after losses, but that's why this perspective of being a spectator came. Where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be a spectator. I want to see this loss work out, meaning the loss work out. You get me? Like, if you are anticipating a loss, that's your objective. You want it to work out, and once it does work out, you've got data to go say, hey, this is what I've got, right? So that is, excuse me, that is the thing, right? Um, and if you are able to take lessons without taking a loss, I think that is where you start being cautious about what really works and what doesn't work. So collect data. Data is the most expensive thing. And let me tell you, the best teacher is hindsight. Don't let what you hear from other traders tell you, no, you need the replay. No, hindsight. I'm telling you now, hindsight. Replay for me, out of your data collection, back testing, forward testing, whatever it is, if you're figuring out your system, out of 100%, replay 10%. 10% is even high. Replay 10% if you have to. It's a waste of time for me. Replay 10%. But hindsight, because you are trying to train your eyes. How do you replay yourself? How do you replay on something that you've not trained your eyes on? And how do you now train your eyes? You train your eyes by forward testing. Fine. Someone can say, hey, yeah, replay is important because you go back, you can now start testing. Fine. But it's a waste of time. The best way, the best way to replay to be is to forward test. Because now you've collected data, right? Through hindsight. This is how it looks. System X needs to have this. Then you go back instead of replaying, taking time. No, leave that. Start forward testing. Do it on a demo. Do it on paper trading. Do it. Then you are experiencing live price action. That thing is there to simulate a live price action. Hence, I said for me, if it's up to me, I would never. In fact, I've never replayed. I've replayed because I like the vibe, how everyone has been selling the price. Oh, it's nice to replay, but for me, replay is it's useless because the time you're choosing to replay, you replay something you've worked on, you've collected data through hindsight. Make sure. So we said out of 100%, 10% is what is, we said 10% is a replay. Yeah, that's what we agree. Up to, for me, probably 1%. Yeah, or 0.00 something. That's fine. We're saying 10% is replay. Now, what's remaining? We've got a 90%. Of that 90%, we can say 70% should be hindsight. 30%, or you could even split it 50-50. We've got 45 and 45, right? But have more of hindsight. Hindsight is the best teacher. Best teacher. That's what I'll say. So let's just go back to our gold. You can see our gold, this guy here. We were the right idea, the sell, but it did not pull back. So that does happen. This is okay. You see, we are actually melting. Our bias is good. I'm happy. When you see this, you should be happy and say, yeah, I'm always on the right side. I'm always in the right direction, right? But if you're now just taking a trade analysis, then you see it going opposite, you should be concerned, meaning what you are seeing, you haven't seen enough through hindsight. So if you can subscribe with the option just to see data, just to see data. That is the best thing you can do, and you reward yourself, right? Don't listen to this replay, what. Don't. It's a waste of time. The time you're spending to doesn't help you with anything. I'm telling you now. It's just a gimmick that is there to make you, I don't know. I don't know. But make sure you spend data, get data. If you can even buy yourself a printer, buy yourself a printer. Buy yourself a printer so that you can be printing out the things that you are collecting, so you can see it and touch it, so it makes sense. You see that it's real. You're holding it, right? So, okay, just having a look at a potential instrument while we are waiting. We can just be putting a glamour here. Uh, what was it? Was it NASDAQ? What we do? Yeah, it was NASDAQ. Let's put it back there. Went in and went out. We did not waste time. We didn't want to be wasting time. Yeah, beautiful trade. Yeah. Uh, so yeah, I don't like the way it did it here. It's something I'm gonna spend time and see. Okay, my rules maybe. Yeah, but um, okay. Let's see. I'm just having a look here. And at the moment, I'm not seeing much for me to say I would like to be part of. Uh, okay, so I'm seeing nothing. Yeah, I'm seeing nothing, guys. Isn't it? Good morning. How are you? Give me a hug. I'm fine. Good, mama. And please wear big socks or sit there by the heater there. Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing nothing, guys. And that is a win, to see nothing, not to force something. Right? It's a win to see nothing. I saw the sell from gold, but it has left us, so we can't really cry about that. It's gone. I'm expecting to come back again. If it comes back, my trade idea is not the same anymore. Um, yeah, but that's the one thing we can say we've got right. No, not so far. We got the sell right, which was good. So there's the second thing. That's what I'm saying. I want to put that counter on the bottom there so you can see what trade we already have taken, right? So you don't have to think, oh, should I go back on the stream, be able to tell if we've taken any trades or if we've taken any losses, any winners. I will put it on the bottom. Um, I'll work on it tomorrow because tomorrow is an off day. So CPI, remember CPI, guys, we don't trade CPI, we don't trade NFP. If we have to make an exception, it would be FOMC, but still we don't need it to be successful, right? We don't need it. In fact, if you're trading um, strategy or whatever you may refer to it, trading strategies, trading approach, if you are able to see it work when you're that back testing, right? Like collecting data, looking at the past, taking pictures, looking at other traders, see them, ask yourself why, take the picture and see if it's in line with yours. If it's not, that's fine. Carry on your system X, whatever it is. Um, if you're able to see and collect data without having to have any economic events, I'm not saying economic events are good. I'm not saying they're bad either. They come, those big three, they come three times a month. So if you are choosing to be a swing trader, or I don't know, a one-time trader. I don't even know what to call that type of trader. If you want to trade 3 times a week, a month, that's fine. But remember, you would have been back testing something else, right? You have to back test that specifically. But if you are able to take trades on a normal session, or at least twice a week, 3 times a week, then you're going to be able to make the most out of that, right? Literally, trading is, I'd say it's relative. Yeah, that's a good word. I was gonna say perspective, but it's relative. Um, and I think all of us, if we had a choice, we would want to come in the markets every day and make money. Go, right? At some point, we'll grow out of it and say, okay, I don't want to deal with the stress, the up and downs, whatever that is. I am going to only take maybe once a week a trade, right? Yeah, but you don't just become a swing trader. You should become a swing trader after, again, not financial advice. This is not financial advice. You should become a swing trader according to alleged. Alleged doesn't work. It doesn't work. Um, I'm just trying not to get sued or banned by YouTube or by anything. I'm just trying to, or FSA. But for me, the way it makes sense to me, it's good to become a swing trader after you've understood at least intraday, and you've said, okay, I'm going to become a swing trader because intraday has it's a lot of noise and a lot of emotions, so I'm trying to go away from that. Just don't become a swing. Yeah, right. Or maybe you've got too much things on your side, then you're like, it's again too much things happening, so it's not taking on my focus. Same thing. So yeah. Um. Hmm. Yeah. No. I've got US 100 on my side here. I don't see. I don't see why we are doing what we are doing. So I don't think. Yeah. US 30. No. Let's just go look at currencies we are looking. I mean, you can't. Um, let's go see what are they doing. Okay. Looks like there's. What time was this? Yeah. Okay. This was Asia. Are we pulling back? Hey, this could even be a reversal. Okay. Let me go look at Euro USD here on my side. Right now, I think I'm just gonna put. I don't know what can I put here. Gold. Yeah, gold. My bias is bearish. That's what I'll keep with. So we know. That's what my bias is bearish. So you see what we had? Expansion. I mean range expansion, either retracement or reversal. That's what we are looking forward to. Right. If we don't have, price can carry on going. It's okay. Whenever the new algorithm starts, it's fine. So um, I just want to have a look at what is the market telling us right now, right? With this guy here. If it is even saying anything. And for me to get involved here, I'm gonna need you to do something. Give me a confirmation, and then we can say, okay, we will be happy. Okay, no, I can't see anything from Euro right now. Just gonna go down to GU. Sometimes GU gives good setups, eh? Sometimes. nothing, nothing. No, no need to force, guys. There's literally no need to force. No setups right now. We are literally just arranging. We are as if we are just, I don't know, it's as if we are cruising. So it's okay. What we can do is just go through gold, NASDAQ, US 30. If you see nothing, we can read ourselves, then we can leave, right? So let's start with gold on top. Again, as a recap, bias is bullish. We've got this, we've got a range here. Okay, before we go to the range, let's just go back up here so we can talk about this here. So we've got this here. No, it wasn't daily. But oh, you can also see it on the daily too. Yeah, we've got this inefficiency here. See this fair value gap here. So price is going to want to fill that gap, right? So does it mean that it's time to reverse right now? Not really. Market structure shift can take place here. Hence, I did put an alert somewhere here so that by the time we get there, then we now know, okay, market structure shift is now taking place. It's either we're going to retrace. If we do retrace, we can get in the buy again to go down and potentially maybe even fill this gap here that we may have. Yeah, this inefficiency here. I think this was Friday, NFP. So filling that gap would be good, right? So now when we go look at just a little bit of a lower time frame, we did establish that. Look at Friday. Friday was a something. It's good. I only traded in London. Look at the rest of the day. Look at the rest of the day. It ranged and it ranged. It yeah. But anyway, that is good because for the next day we can use that. We can use that, which is now what? If you go in the hour, I think if you use the hour, we see this clearly. So on the hour, what do you see? We've got a range. We are getting an expansion. So with that expansion, what do we want to see? We even got it here already. We broke out of the range here. Expansion, a retracement, expansion. We can either get a retracement or a reversal, expansion, or even a range as well. So right now, we've got the retracement. We were looking for the sell. We are just not given the opportunity to do so, to get involved. If you go on the lower time frame, this is, you need to be careful, but you need to know where to get in and get out because that IPTA is for that low time frame, so that it's not for the high time frame. So on a low time frame, we tried getting a pullback, we did not. Just trying to see again. Just give me a second. I want to see if okay, I do see a potential entry. I was about to leave, guys. I was about to leave. I am seeing a potential setup. I just need a confirmation. Let's see with you. Perfect. Okay, so I'm still expecting a small pullback of some sort. I think maybe you can see it on the 5 minutes. Clean. We've got this high, low there. Note we could take out the high, but I'm hoping if we do get a confirmation, we don't get to take out the high, right? So if we take our Fibonacci from this swing high, the swing low, yeah, we can get in. Not yet. I'm expecting it to come inside the order block there, and we are there already, but not yet. That's why I said I'd rather wait, and we could even extend it to like this, yeah. So if we can come in this area here, because we are still in this, we haven't moved away, we haven't even close, right? Over here we did not close solidly, so we can even wait. If we can even come, we pull, then we get a confirmation, then we can drop, right? So potential. Otherwise, if we don't, we don't, right? So maybe from this let me see what level from this area here. I'm also using a different Fibonacci that side with different levels. I'll put it there. I'm not expecting it to go back into this high. If it does, to be a long stretch for me, but then we can target a 3R or so, something like that. If we get a confirmation, it will make it easier. Right now, I'd rather be on the sidelines, right? So let's put an alert so that, in fact, we're giving it an alert for this one. So we'll move this alert, put it here. Simple. So that when it comes closer, we've got our eyes on it, right? Then we can go to NASDAQ. Let's go back. NASDAQ is as if it's confused, eh? So yeah, that's our all-time high there on top. Previous day was trendy. So what can you expect? Today can even be rangy. I mean, we don't have news, right? Um, so if we've got that expectation, and if we meet that expectation, that is good. But if anything good happens after that, that is good, right? We can act. That is the good thing if we get an impulsive or a trendy session, meaning we get set up, so we get involved. But if we don't get that and we get a ranging outcome, then we are not going to be disappointed. There's no room for disappointment because you've created a room for an expectation for a range, meaning if you're expecting a range, probably not going to be there for the market. Therefore, like we did on Friday with gold, we didn't get to participate because we knew that we were looking forward to a ranging day. When it really landed in New York, we didn't get to trade. So when that happens, you don't get to stay until the end of New York and then only realize that you never set up, or maybe it was just we took stupid mistakes. Knowing when to trade and when not to trade is a winner, right? It's a good thing. So we are ranging, and we're probably ranging. It looks like we're also ranging in here, so we can just wait. That's all we can do. With NASDAQ, we took a short trade just from this order block here. We dropped low. We expected to drop lower, but we secured, right? We made sure we made something. We are not here to give to the markets. If you get profits, you should always study. Okay, I went into profits. Why did it reverse back? Like we did the lesson earlier on with those colors on top there. This one's here. If it reverses, it got in there, it went here, it reversed up there, it reversed here, or it reversed there. These are all different type of times, different times. It does that. Study that because you don't want to give back. You don't want to give back. You wanna be like a soldier where you are taking solid steps. When you take every step that you take, it's solid, right? You don't want to take a step that you are not sure about. And every rule that you create, make sure it is centered around protecting you, not preventing you, right? Yeah. So yeah, I don't see why we did what we did here, but um, we're in a range, so I'd rather wait. At the moment, I got my eyes on gold for a sell and then US 30. Um, oh yes, US 30, remember, when we ranged, so we're expecting either an expansion up or an expansion down. If we're inside the range right now, it's always just important to be on the sidelines or just be an observer. Be an observer. Don't leave, right? Don't leave. Ask yourself, why are we doing this? If you are seeing it happen consistently, sharp. There's a thing or an approach which I've used. I don't want to know everything that the market does. In fact, I don't know if it's possible. Probably it is. But I want to know my piece of the pie. Out of, let's say, 100%, and my piece of the pie, which I know is just maybe 20 or 30%, meaning when the other 70 or 80% is taking place of the market, you're just a spectator and you are watching and you are studying to know that this is not my environment to trade. Therefore, you can say, okay, let me go back, let me go home. If you're at work or if you're at home, let me close the laptop, let me do something else, right? Let me work on something else. So knowing when not to trade, knowing when what not to do, knowing the opposite is important, is literally, it's crucial because it creates that boundary. That boundary is there to protect you, right? So right now I'm still waiting for gold. If gold does give us a setup, cool. If it does not give us a setup, that's okay as well. So just gonna double check again. Yeah, let's see if it does. Otherwise, if it doesn't, it's okay. I'll be happy if it shows that if it shows us that it does. It's not gonna give us now, so we don't have to spend more time. Yeah, let's see if it does. And yeah, otherwise we are just gonna be on the sidelines again. Probably done right now. If the setup violates, if it goes in his take profit before we get in, we're done from London. Right, we'll be looking forward to New York, and it looks like it's leaving. So that's what I was trying to see that if we are gonna, if price is willing to buy or is it playing games? Let's see. Let's see. I see. I see. I see. Okay, guys, I am no longer interested in this. So I'm gonna launch the app so we can rate ourselves. Should have launched this thing a while back. Right. VS code. And then we can rate ourselves twice. We expected a pullback there, we didn't. Now we're expecting a pullback a bit inside, we didn't. Yeah, we could have ordered, we came into someone who could have even got this here. They could have said, okay, we're in the OTE, inside the OTE, order block, fair value gap, look for confirmation, drop. It's not bad. It's not bad. I think maybe I'm the one who maybe wanted too much from it. So, but that's okay. It's fine. Um, okay. Okay. No, I am literally seeing there's an update for VS Code when it says when on the July 2025 version 1 or August the 7th. It's already out. Okay, it's good. It's actually good. What are we looking for here? We're looking for this and that and that and start. Okay. Um, yeah, this trade here. Bum, bum. Yeah, no, I am not having anything else. I can't see anything else here where I can say, okay, this is what it did, and then this is what we are looking forward to do now. I can't see anything else. Only the winning trade we took earlier on was clear. It had all our factors of confluence. NASDAQ, this is a nice move, but we are not part of it, and it's because we are in a range, and being in a range makes it a little bit difficult for us to spot when and where price is going to reverse right from, but it's not bad. It's not bad. Um, okay, see US30. Are we also getting similar price action from US30? Okay, US30. We're also here. So yeah, we're just gonna have to wait, guys. You should know when a good day is a good day, or a good session at least, and know when a bad session is a bad session, right? Know when to trade, when not to trade. Um, and then, Okay. See. Just have a look if there is something here. I don't see. I don't. Okay, the app is launching. We'll rate ourselves in a minute. Trace by Terry says, yeah, folks, just when I press the button. Yeah, um, it won't take us anywhere. We can literally do that just enough, right? We can do it and do it and do it, and we're just pressing the button. Then, at some point, we need to ask ourselves the question, okay, I have done this, I don't know how many times, 40 times, 50 times this past week, and I'm still expecting a giraffe, while I am busy with, I don't know if it makes sense. I'm planting, let me say, I'm planting still and I'm expecting a tree. I've done it 40 times and I'm planting still. Yeah, hopefully no one in the comment section says, yeah, no, there's still that grows. I don't know about that. But um, yeah, you should know, okay, fine, I've hit this so hard, nothing. There's not even growth, there's not even any change. So I need to relook at what I'm doing. Cool. This is Gradient. It's a performance scale app which I am building and I've been using it, more changing things here and there, improving it. But at the same time, I've made it stationary or fixed in order for it to collect my data as it still rates me as I am still working on it, right? So it's there to make sure that you are in the right zone, in the right area to trade, right? So the first thing you see on top here, it's the name for it. Still gonna change. Um, I've got a rank here, so I'm an amateur. There is still skilled. There is still so from amateur, skilled, elite, and then grandmaster, and then legendary, right? So this rating process is to make sure that I always want to do better, right? So how do I move from amateur to skilled? I need to have 42 streaks, right? I need to have 42 streaks without getting 4 strikes. So meaning if I get 4 strikes and maybe I'm at 38 streaks, what it does is that it clears out my streaks. Yeah, then I need to work again. And this goes up by every session. So London, New York, London, New York, right? So imagine by the time I get to legendary, it's probably going to take maybe even 6, 8 months. Well, when I was designing this, I wanted it to be a 6 month thing, but that's if you're just hitting 42 every day. You're not hitting any strike. You're coming, you're doing, you're delivering. That would be 6 months. But with error, trial and error, improving and all that, probably can take you even a year, right? But it will mean something because it's not, you don't just use this when you're still trying to build a strategy, when you're still trying to know. You use this after you've done everything we spoke about earlier on, where you've like tested, you know your edge, you know your win rate, you've got statistics of it, you know what it is, you can actually hold it, print it out, present it to someone. You've got stats, right? Not stats of it looks like, no, broker statements, it could be broker statements, it could be program statements, it could be anything. You've got stats of how or you are actually profitable, that you've got a competitive edge, you've got an edge over the market over a period of 10 trades, 15 trades, whatever it is, right? So then you come here. This is what, then you come here. This now is to make sure you perform, you keep that or even improve, filter it, sharpen it, and all that, right? Make sure it's refined, make sure it's proper, right? Um, so firstly, did I pray for guidance through the Holy Ghost? Yes, I did. Did I trade only documented setups? I only traded one, and it was a documented setup. Documented setup meaning right? You spend time, you've collected that data, you can hold it. Did I take the correct number of trades? That's good. We did. Did I trade on a valid day? And what is a valid day? It is no major rate for the news that is NFPs. CPI, and FOMC, right? Tomorrow we are having CPI and we are talking about USD news. We are only interested in USD news here, all right? USD news. USD news, we've got CPI. So tomorrow it is not a valid day to trade. Even if you get a winning trade, meaning I have broke a rule. I would have broke a rule and it's the beginning of breaking other rules because we are making adjustments to it. Right? So you should make sure you stick to your rules. Make sure you stick to your rules. Or US holiday. So it's either no major rate folder or a US public holiday. This week you don't have a US public holiday. So that is it there. If I don't tick any of these things, it doesn't allow me to proceed to grading myself, right? So grade. Punctuality, guys, I was seated here at 4 a.m. It's because I had work that I had to do, which I did not finish on Saturday. So, of course, Sundays I don't work. So, I had to wake up early so I can do it just 2 hours before I start analyzing also. Or I'm supposed to be actually seated here, right? So, 4 a.m. I was up. So, my punctuality, 8 triple plus if there was an option. Setup execution was, let's go back and relook at our trade. I think my setup execution was good. If you do look at the trade idea, when I was explaining it, I think it was a 3 minutes trade idea. Or 0 minute. Here it's 2, but fine. Here you can also see it. Let's go back and relook at it again so you can see it. You can see where we got in. Look where we went out. Guys. So we took out a high, went into an order block. We got a change in the state of delivery. We retraced back. That's where we went in. This is just, it's putting me there because of that, but my guy there got it there. So guys, my trading was good. My execution was good. I mean, for that trade, I had a trade which I did not, I traded before I started streaming. Execution was not good. It was good, but it was not where it was supposed to be. So I'll give myself a B. Therefore, my discipline can't be a B, right? It can't be an A, I mean, because how can I? Discipline is everything. If you say a discipline trader, meaning you're able to follow everything. So we rate our discipline after we've rated everything. Did I journal? Yes, I did journal. Did I miss any setup? I don't have a setup where I seated here and I said I missed a setup. No, I didn't miss a setup. I risked according to plan. Yes, I did risk according to plan. Did I have a stop loss? Did I have a take profit? I even, as we're having this trade, I was telling you that I'm in. I put my stop loss above break even, all of that. So I was actually following that. Sharp. Did I follow my mechanical and discretionary rules? That is how we went out at a beautiful error here. We're expecting price to trade lower, but then we're like, okay, our mechanical and discretionary rules, it's time for us to put away mechanical and we can put discretionary. What are we seeing about the trade? Should we stay in? If we stay in, we are going to move the stop loss to break even. If we don't stay in, we close the trade. It's as clean and as simple as that, right? Hey, it looks like it's melting here, guys. But again, if you see big moves, it doesn't mean that you're supposed to be part of them. If you don't know why price is doing whatever it's doing, stay out, right? After you've spent time on having a system. So we did follow that. Therefore, our discipline is going to be B. This is again the highest we've hit, but we've not hit higher than that. So we've hit this before, which is 38. You can see here we've made 38 before, we've hit 38 before. So yeah, this one was bad. This one was really bad. This one. We even got a strike for it. You see here from one, we got a second strike from it. Yeah, this was last week. I don't know what day it was. The 8th, is it? So we don't want that. We want to keep 38, we want to keep 36, we want to keep a good rating, right? So here, what is the lesson here? Make sure, where did you get the lesson from? You get it from here. What you didn't follow here. Make sure you stick to your execution. Hopefully I spelled it right. I think I spelled it right. Execution rules, right? Rules. Yeah. If you look at our previous session versus now, we did we improved at our setup. No, we actually downgraded setup execution. We then, of course, our discipline is down. We improved at our journaling. See, we did not miss any setup. So this is designed to make sure that you are performing at your best. That is the purpose of this. You're consistently wanting to be better than your last. The statement they say, yeah, when people usually just throw around and say, I want to be better than yesterday, today, what are you doing about it? This is the guy. That shows you if you actually did. If you did not, then it gives you the opportunity to improve on that day tomorrow, right? By seeing your weaknesses that you messed up at today. So that is the purpose of this guy. It's still gonna get better, still gonna improve, it's still gonna do the right thing. So let's submit the session. Then yeah, that is it here. So we got a grade A, which is good. We got 38 points there. The flag has went up a bit. It's closer to the flag. There's supposed to be a flag. It's there, but I've put it underneath. So I'm gonna have to move the code. I think, I don't know. I'll see what I'll do so the flag can be on top. But you can see here, we've moved closer. We've got 8 out of 42. That's the goal, to keep it like this. We cannot get another strike, because if we get another strike, it's only going to bring pressure that the next strike is going to take me down. So it's important to make sure we keep it like this. Yeah, no strike at all. If we get a strike, then yeah, we know that it's going to start giving us pressure for no reason. So guys, we've read it ourselves. The New York objective is to do this or be better, right? That's the objective. It's good to be it was good. It was a good session. I'm happy that you're here. Thank you for joining. I'll see you in New York, guys. And remember, guys, it is only going to get better, right? In all that we do, it's only going to get better.